Alright, hey everyone, so it's the guy in the video up there, just doing a commentated speedrun because I don't like talking when I'm doing speedruns anymore because that attempt counter is not the actual amount of times I did this. I kept forgetting to save sometimes, so it's probably like at least 800, who knows. So yeah, naturally I do not wish to talk when I do specifically this speedrun. So I definitely need to mention a lot of tricks that I did and any updates to stuff that I found out, as well as other things. We'll go along them, and I'll tell everything as we get to them more closer. So yeah, for now let's just get started because it's going to be at least an hour. Alright, so we're in the tutorial level, so there's nothing really you can do to skip this part. It happens straight away, so I'm not too sure if there's any real way to skip it. It takes about 20 seconds, just explaining all your UI stuff. So yeah, tutorial level. I don't think there's anything I need to mention here. Yeah, there's nothing really you can do to skip it. So I'll do a quick movement tech. So by going back and forwards really quickly, you can move really fast. It's known as dashing, and you use that to evade, but you can also use that to go to places faster. You'll see. Right, so you'll see that I've named some different things on the right. I'll get to them as we get to those levels, but for now we'll just keep going. And yeah, I'll pause when I need to talk because there's going to be a lot of things where I need to pause and talk about the thing that just happened. So right here, I'm aligning myself up to that building so I can take down two fully charged pulse cannon shots. The idea of this level is to stay within the dialogue. I think I mentioned that before in the first speedrun I did. So yeah. So nothing really you can do to change this. It's just it just forces you to go through the whole level. For now, anyway. Who knows what could happen in the future. So taking out the building, and then we go after the tanks. Right, so right here, so as I'm about to destroy the third tank, what I do instead is I'm going to be walking backwards to line myself up in the position where there's another set of tanks that are coming, and if you manage to get into the path, the tanks will act really weirdly. So they're set on a little path, and if you go in that path, they will hit you and they'll try to go back on that path, but sometimes you're in the perfect spot, so they'll try to like circle around you. But the idea of this is to be way far in the back so that, give me a moment, so that when the tanks come, you'll be passed by at least two. Yeah, you'll see that little tank just being weird because I'm in its flight path, so that's where I aim is one place where it needs to go to start going down where the other tank is. So what I do right now is while I'm using my Vulcan cannon shots, I'm also activating my retro thrusters, so that can also damage the smaller tanks, and should be enough to destroy the tank on our right. And I should also be able to use that to destroy the tank on the left so that we can get through this as quick as possible. So that's something new that I've developed. So you see I'll destroy the tank behind me and then the one in front of me, not actually firing any Vulcan cannon shots at the one on my right. So yeah, that's a quicker way we can get through that section, which makes these tanks spawn faster, which makes the overall level go quicker. I've been so what's the word, pedantic at the timing, so sometimes I'll just reset if like I'm really slow on destroying those tanks. But yeah, that's roughly the idea of what you should be doing now. Nothing really new here, it's just a quicker movement. I feel like I might just skip some places in the speedrun. So yeah, here you can just dodge the fighter. What I'm trying to do though is, so the fighter is going to be flying in a certain path and it will try to attack you, but what you can make it do is run into the building in our left so that it will get destroyed, so that you're pretty much just sitting around waiting for the next part of the level to happen. So yeah, it's kind of funny if you do manage to get it off, you literally don't have to worry about dodging and you're practically guaranteed not getting hit because there's nothing there. Something else that I do need to mention right now. So I'm purposefully making the fighter use a missile to hit the building so that dialogue that's playing right now happens right now rather than any other point in the level. Since this level is based on the dialogue, pretty much we're going within the dialogue. This is the only time that we get to make that dialogue play so that the level ends at a reasonable time rather than having to wait like 5 seconds for this dialogue to play, and then the next one that plays that ends the level more likely. So yeah, to have it play now is the better option. It does, because at this point it doesn't matter if it plays or not, because after that you literally don't get a mission fail if you damage the buildings after that, which might happen. So it's better to play that dialogue now rather than, you know, accidentally hitting a building with a Vulcan cannon shot or what have you. Right, so it's minor, but I'm just moving forward so that I'm at least a bit closer to where I need to land in the next part of the level, so yeah. Here, it's pretty much just what you'd expect, so I'm just going through the motions. Right here I'm making sure that my HP, my armor level, sorry, is low enough so that I don't actually have to destroy the fighters that will spawn in a little bit from the building on the left, so we can just pretty much sit here and wait for the level to end. So when you hear that noise, now you know you've got it, and you can pretty much just sit here and do nothing. Yeah, I didn't take ads into consideration when doing this. Do I actually have to put effort? Oh, whatever. So yeah, as you can see, I end the level at a 3:23 now, so it's a lot quicker thanks to the retro thruster thingy and that. So yeah, heading into the next level. So now we're going to talk about the things that I've named. So coin flip. So when you go for this level, it's ideal that you destroy as much tanks as you can, and then go to the lander at the very back. But it's pretty much a coin flip whether or not your guys will actually get rid of the other tanks, so that by the time you destroy the lander at the very back, your guys would have just destroyed the last tank, so that there's a certain dialogue that play that will take up a lot of time, so you don't want that playing, and you just want the one that ends the level. What you can do now, so that is a bit outdated, is you do actually have enough time to destroy enough tanks so that the dialogue does play anyway, but it plays first before the one that ends the level, because if it's the other way around, so the one that ends the level and then that, it'll be a lot longer for the level to end. I'll let play show you what I mean, because I'm pretty sure I'm doing what I'm just said now. So yeah, so destroy 3 tanks per 10 micro missile volley, and then you go after the landers. So if you see the radar, on the left, there's no enemy tanks. The time is probably in the way. So this is the dialogue that'll waste a fair bit of time. It's not the one that ends the level. So if that dialogue plays first, then it's pretty much all good for the level to immediately end when the other dialogue ends. So this is the this isn't the dialogue, it's the one before that, but you want the previous dialogue to play before this one, because it's this dialogue that ends the level. So the longer it takes for the dialogue all to finish, the longer you're going to be in this level, obviously. So it's better to do what I did, just so that you will always be guaranteed that same time. That's if you want to play it safe. If you want to go risky, you can just destroy enough tanks so that there's at least like 3 or 4 tanks left on, and pray that your guys get them destroyed in time by the time you go to the last lander, so that the dialogue I mentioned before doesn't play, and you can just end the level. Here we go into reset, because this level is a little bit weird. Also, most enemies in this game don't have full hitboxes, so the landers on our right, there's certain parts of them where your attacks can just go straight through them. Like there's nothing you can do. They just don't have everything built on them. So yeah, that's kind of a fun thing of this game. Your attacks can just pass right through things. And yeah, when that happens, obviously it won't be destroyed as you'd expect. So launch in 2, 3, and then here I'm going to transform into walker mode and fire 2 full pulse shot cannons, one at this lander and one at the one on the left. So okay, so yeah, sometimes though, as I mentioned before, those micro missiles go straight through, so I expected that to be enough, but I could tell that the HP value of that lander wasn't enough to have it be destroyed, so I just launched some quick little pulse shots and to destroy it, so that I can just head straight to the other one, losing out on that extra full charge pulse cannon shot, but it is what it is. And yeah, that was like just in case. So same thing here, just launching 3 full charge micro missile shots and then transforming back, firing a pulse cannon shot just in case, and then I fire 2 because sometimes your attackers will go through it. I fire 3 instead, so yeah, as you can see, they just get left on like 0 HP and it's pretty much not your fault. But if you get through that, you're pretty much all set for the rest of the game. I will, however, say that the early game actually did not matter. It's really optimized, and what I was complaining over was a few seconds time loss. So compared to the minutes that I did end up saving, I think, this is pretty much trivial. So early game is super optimized. I don't know what I was stressing out over. But yeah, once you get over here, it's pretty much a sigh of relief. So there's nothing that can go wrong till the next level. I'll get to that point, and actually there's really nothing to say here. I have made a path where I can destroy all of the fighters to get rid of. So what I just did there is minor. So I destroyed that fighter because those 2 fighters that are in front of us, they go after that little plane, and so they won't be focusing on you. So if they're focused on you, you can just take them out, and yeah, rather than them going like all different directions and what have you. So to get rid of them, because sometimes there might be fighters left on the map when the level goes to end, and they will keep the level going for as long as they're on the map. So destroying all the fighters is really important. Is there anything else I need to say? No, but we can pretty much just skip this level because it's nothing, you know. It's just the same old destroy everything before the air support gets here. If only there was a way to speed this up, you know. Right. So here I do a little glance, I think. Yep. Glance there, so right there, so there's 1 minute 40 seconds till the air support arrives. I am constantly looking at the time just to see what time I'll have when the air support comes, so that also determines how good of a pace you are for the run. And it's a pretty big one, so yeah. Just do this because it's a bunch of stuff we go through. Yeah, sometimes the fighters be like really troll. And I'm trying to take out my own guys because at the very end the fighters might lock onto them, and if they're not attacking you then they're going to be out of your reach and you can't destroy them as quickly. So yeah, destroying your guys is also pretty important here. Other than that, it's pretty much it's nothing. Yeah, fighters being troll, you know, that kind of scared me, but I'm like, it's probably nothing. And yeah, destroying your own transport so that the bombers focus on the one behind us, and they're more linear pathed, so you can take care of them easily. Sorry if I keep hitting the mic. So right now I'm pre-firing micro missile volleys so that when the enemies do spawn, they instantly lock onto them and destroy them. The quicker the better, after all. So if you stay like right in the middle of both the fighters and the bombers, your micro missile shots should be able to lock onto everything, and yeah, you should be able to get a quick level end. Now I say, alright, so here I call it OK Fighters. I might skip the first half of this level though, because it's pretty much just an island wipe as usual. I was going to think of something new to say, but really there isn't. It's pretty much just right, yeah. So that's something funny that I heard them like destroying them, and I was like, there's a guy flying in the air. That's funny. Well, I don't. You see that little grin, yeah. I still have fun with this game, even if it's killed me in the inside. But yeah, we're pretty much just going to the end, coming over here, and waiting. Just don't, ignore what I did. So here, yeah, we've got. So we've made sure that we've had micro missiles set on our flight mode, so that when we go into flight mode, we can just instantly lock into the bombers that spawn, and we use the Vulcan cannon shots to destroy this line of fighters, because they're the most troll ones that like to go to the edge of the map compared to the other two. The other two do try, but they're easier to manage. So there's about 6 spawning, and when you've cleared the last one, you head into fighter mode, and then yeah, destroy the bombers. Because if you destroy all the fighters and the bombers are still on the field, the main dude Kramer, he'll talk how like there's still enemy forces left to destroy, and yeah, obviously you don't want that. Your guys should be able to deal with the bombers. It's at low HP, so like it's a non-issue. So some fighters like to go in every single direction away from you. I'm gonna mention something if it happens here. Alright, so the fighter that's currently furthest away from us, so it's going to take a bit of a while to explain. So every single fighter is locked onto you when you take flight. So if you are close to them, they'll try and keep flying away until they can't no more. So if you notice this, you can transform back into walk mode. They'll instantly lock onto the next main target, which in this case is the Ventura. They'll do a U-path so that you can lock onto them much more quicker rather than staying in jet mode and trying to chase them down. They'll also do that for your guys as well. So it's also about whether or not your guys are positioned well so that that doesn't happen. It was a bit slow, but at this point I'm just like, you know what, who cares? I'm like, nope, who cares? I'm just going to keep going, because I had enough of this. Right, so here we pick the torpedo class, because we can take out these enemy structures from a distance. I also call this no reset, as in like, oh, so you haven't reset, so that's probably a good way to tell that either you're so dead inside you just want it over, or you're actually on a good pace. So yeah, you can launch like, a lot of torpedoes at the buildings to destroy them from a distance, so that you don't have to when you go near. The only issue with this level is the hitbox I mentioned before. Some of those shots can go right through the turrets, so yeah, once again, it's just not your fault. So it's always scary when that happens. And yeah, you can pretty much just rest here and do nothing. Yeah, I do look like I want to just die. I don't know if I've ever explained this part. So I will ignore the enemies on the left, because they aren't really important to ending the mission early. Those little guys are important though. You have to get rid of them, because I don't know why they take precedence over everything else. Kind of weird. You can do a specific path to destroy both those turrets and everything else that's around this area, except for the turrets on the left, but we deal with them next level, so it's okay. So once we do that, we come over here and then we destroy the 2 buildings in front of us, and that should, when you destroy 2 buildings, the dude that's talking now will say something like that there's an enemy bomber wave coming in. So when that happens, you'll want to take out the turret on the far side. And the objective of this level for a speedrun is to make this side of the map as blue as possible, so that your main backup, the Ventura, will come in early. So destroying all the turrets and stuff is necessary for making that happen. You can destroy the tanks if you want, they actually don't matter too much. So when she says this, dialogue, I think it's about maybe 10 seconds or 15 that the next dialogue has to play. So the game will constantly check during that period to see if the blue map conditions have been satisfied. And if it has, then yeah, it will play the dialogue. So it was a bit slow. I was pretty disappointed because yeah, I could have been quicker, but it's what it is. So here it's pretty much just an island wipe. I think I do something different here though. I'll let the whole mission play out though. So destroy those 2, well, we'll give our guys a bit of support because they can't deal with them on their own. Yeah, and so those little guys, for some reason, if they're still on the map, like the level will just never end. You want to destroy that tank just in case if your guys decide to go after it and they don't focus on anything else. That was just in case if like my shots went through the lander. Then next we head to the building. Usually it takes 8 shots to destroy the building if you hit it like directly in the middle, so yeah, sometimes it just takes more, but that's just because bad positioning. Alright, so this is something different I do. So rather than going to the forefront where all of our tanks are, we can actually just start from the back, because our guys will focus the ones on the back first. So the more you're destroying the back tanks, the more likely your guys' attacks will destroy the tanks, so that you can move a lot quicker through this little part of the island and destroy all the tanks in a quick and efficient manner. Obviously you want to spread some damage around so that all of them are at least low enough HP. Now if I was smart I'd have flied over, but it is what it is. So yeah, the little guys are like really annoying, and you can, it's slower than what I've been able to do, but it was quicker nonetheless. I don't know why I say that, but I'm pretty sure I was pissed off. This is nothing new. I can't remember what happens this time, so I'll let it play. So we'll go back. So if you're quick enough, the Thunderhead, so that's the name of the boss, will fire only 1 shot, and 1 or 2, no, just 1. If it fires 1, the Ventura won't actually be taken out, so you are on a massive time limit to destroy the boss before the specific dialogue plays when the Ventura is destroyed. So you want to destroy it before that happens, because that does take a little bit of time away from you if played out of order. So it should be playing now, but yeah. So it just shot something now, so yeah, you have not a lot of time to destroy the boss. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. I thought it was over, but I'm just like, you know what, just get it over with. don't think there's anything new that happens here. It's just destroying the buildings first up, and then taking care of 2 sections of mines, and then all the turrets, and then the tanks on the right. So let's go through here. So we try to go for an augmented beam laser shot so that we can take care of the walkers on our left more quickly, so that we can use flux missiles or what have you to destroy the tanks on our right. So here, as long as the map is blue enough, you can just head straight on through to where the bombers spawn in the next part of the level. So you'll want to try and destroy these you know, before this styler plays. I sort of just say screw it and I just head off. I think I must have realised the time, and I'm just like, wow, this is kind of bad. This was quick thinking on my part. Right, so I think I say something in a little bit. I don't remember exactly what I say, but I remember pretty much what I was trying to say. So right here. So I don't know what exactly I said, but I'm 100% sure it was something along the lines of, if I had all of this time to save, then what did the early game matter? I start to realise that maybe the early game is just so optimised that I shouldn't care about it. So yeah, naturally I'm very pissed off at how much time it's taken me to do this. Yeah, this is a 6-minute unskippable level, so we can just... Who likes a keyboard ASMR? Oh, and yeah, there's nothing you can do, by the way. You just sort of have to eat it. I did try the island wipe before the reinforcements arrived to see if that actually ended the level quicker, but it does not. So yeah, F. Yeah, as you can see, the last split was called the waiting game, so yeah, you literally can't do anything about it. Here, I don't think there's anything new. You can just take the battleships out from afar. Your guy, well, your wingman should destroy the little thingy on the right, and you can destroy that one with your beam laser, and then immediately head back to taking out as much of the battleship's health. Use some flux missiles to destroy 2 of the bombers, and then quickly change to destroy the 2 planes on the left. Now you usually fire some torpedoes at the other battleship so that its health is whittled down a bit, but I don't here for some reason. Guess I just thought that I didn't have enough time, which is probably fair. So yeah, you just unload all your torpedoes on this one, and then come on, use your flux missiles, and then blast it to hell. Right here, it's called Just Lose Time, since this is, you know, Battle for Yenye. You've got the Warspite to deal with that dumbass dome. So here I'm just like, you know, I could do the safe thing, but I could probably try doing the riskier way, which is shooting your torpedoes like around here at the barrel of the gun and praying that your torpedoes will go right through the barrel and hit the thing directly in the middle. But you actually have enough time to shoot some torpedoes, and then when it stops firing, it stops for about maybe 5-6 seconds, so you can just unload all your torpedoes in a little gap. You've got enough time, so yeah. And then you can just continue firing your torpedoes at the main boss, and when you get to a certain point you can just turn back into walker mode and use your flux missiles. You can also use the tanks that are around as additional support, since they're firing at you, they can sometimes hit the boss. So yeah, you know, that's fun. And yeah, once you get here, it is literally the home stretch. There's not too much you need to worry about. So here I picked the torpedo class because you can take the buildings away from afar. Sometimes you will need a bit more than you think because the buildings like to be troll sometimes. So yeah, that's fun. Especially that building on the left. It's always a pain to take down. So rather than use torpedoes to take out this building, you can go back into walk mode and use your flux missiles on it just to save some torpedoes for the thingies in the submarine base. Still working this out because I want to see if you can get this dialogue before the last one plays if you attack them at the same time. Alright, so yeah, that's that level. Alright, this level coming up is something I do need to discuss a bit. So that turret I'm firing at now, it's a massive enemy to me because yeah, the hitbox thing, yeah, this one is the enemy of that because half the micro missiles just go through it, so it pretty much doesn't exist at all. So you have to fire your micro missiles upwards so that they'll lock on and hit it from above so that it'll at least hit something of the turret. For some reason the one on the left doesn't matter. And then you'll just destroy the buildings. Alright, so what I'm trying to do here is get a weapon augmentation so that I can use it on the next area. Because I think the next area is the slowest part of this level, even yeah, in like 50 seconds or so. Well, spoilers. But yeah, if you use it over there, you can destroy the buildings like pretty quick, and there's like barely any tanks left. So yeah. And make sure you destroy the little guys because they are like the pain. Not a pain, they are the pain. Alright, so in the map you can see that there's another red area. That part is dumb because sometimes it will go blue. Most of the times it will go blue, but because you don't have enough guys over there, it will still be red more often. But when it does go blue, that means you could just focus on this area and as quick as possible so that when you do destroy this area, it will go blue and the level will end. So you can see that that area is blue, so I'm like, oh thank God, and then I can just destroy all the little guys over here. Which, yeah, this time's pretty insane. It is crazy how fast I did that one. So yeah, you see that hope coming back into my eyes. This one's just your boss battle, so it's just a quick, easy one. Literally nothing to say, it's over in like 30 seconds. Now, the bane of all speedruns, RNG in late game. Isn't that fun? I'm looking at the library, Halo CE. Piss off. We'll get there when we'll get there. That's all. Right, so I'm trying to destroy my guy because, yeah, the enemies will lock onto you if your guy isn't on the field rather than them targeting your guy, so you'd rather them go after you so you can deal with them quickly. It doesn't happen, which kind of sucks, but what have you. So I think I've mentioned before the 4 places that Carver can spawn. I don't know how you can dictate where he spawns. I'm pretty sure it's literally up to fate. So yeah, you have to be ready. Better to come back to the Marshal rather than be on that structure on the left where I usually land, because at least if he spawns in front of us or behind us, you'll at least be ready. So you don't have to turn around as much, you can just fly. So I'm firing some torpedo shots because I'm trying to predict where he's flying so that he can run into them so that he can get damaged. Because these do like a lot of damage to him. And then, yeah, once that's over, you can just fire everything you have at the battleship. This is why the level takes so long, because it's mostly spent trying to get to the battleship. So, if Carver spawns near the battleship, then it's like really good, but that rarely happens. So yeah, it's kind of sucky. Literally not much you can do. I do lose time here, but I'm just like, that's expected. Like, you sort of have to eat it. But if you get past that, then yeah, it's literally home stretch from here, except for one level. Then the rest are pretty much easy. So here I'm destroying all the turrets. Then the building, and then that one like just in case. Now I think I do something different here, so I'm firing my pulse cannon shots at the 3 turrets over there. So when you do that, all you have to do is destroy the one that I'm targeting at, the one on the ground, and then the one on the right. So there are only 4 left, so which is usually the 2 SAMs and the 2 flaks. I do it like just in case, because I can't remember which one it was. So yeah, but best case scenario, you just leave those 4 turrets alive, and you do have 2 SAMs and 2 flaks, which is a criteria to end the level. So yeah, better pathing is required, but that just comes with time. Next level is called Fly to Me, because you're trying to get Carver to fly into you, so I'll get it. I think I've explained it once before, but I don't mind explaining it again. So this is really different. So I'm picking the spread bomb cars, because coming up, I would be destroying the 3 tanks on the left, but turns out they actually don't matter more than the little guys. They're on that little patch of brown land. If you fire like 1 or 2 spread bombs at them, they'll all get destroyed, so you can just fire at them and then not have to worry about that area again, which gives you enough time to destroy that building. There's another one to your left, but if you destroy at least 2, then the game's like, yeah, that's good enough, and you can finish the level like that. So yeah, you don't have to destroy all of them. And you can also use that time to destroy some of the tanks over there. It's probably better to destroy those tanks that I didn't fire at, because they do eat up a bit of the map, obviously, because they're enemies. But yeah, it's new path discovered, so to speak. So destroying all the buildings as usual. Oh, and keep in mind, I practiced this level like 30 times, so you'd think I would have been good. Something I should mention though, I did get a bit lucky because he hit the bottom of my barrel engine, but if you fire at him, Carver will fire at you, and that might cause him to divert from his path a lot quicker. So yeah, just don't fire at him, he won't attack you. Okay, never mind. That must have been another one. So yeah, I lose a bit of time because he didn't run into me. I was attacking him. So yeah, F for a level that I practiced a lot. So now I'm pretty much hoping that our guys have got everything covered on the other side, because I am close to death. You can tell, but I was ready to throw my keyboard. Now this is called, yes, the Speedrun. all the spiders, drones on this map, they're the worst. It's always the little enemies that are the true terrors of this game for speedrunning. Like the little guys and then these drones, like, are they trying to say something? But yeah, so I do land for a bit here because all the spider drones are coming to you. So if you have them coming down to where your guys are, they'll be able to get absolutely smoked by your guys. I do mess up there a bit. I was supposed to destroy both those bombers at the same time, but yeah, I had to turn around a bit, so that kind of lost some time. Then yeah, pretty much it's just taking care of this side of the island. So all the turrets first, and then the buildings. There's fighters that spawn in, you want to take them out if you want your guys to live, because they will absolutely lawnmower all of your dudes in the air. So destroying them is pretty important, so you got to work that into your pathing as well. So it's best to come over to this side of the map. More experiment is still required, but this is the best one for now, just until I fix my skill issue. So as you can see on the map on the left, all the spider drones actually come over here, so it's kind of rough. I should mention though that the actual little guys don't matter when the game goes to finish the level, so you can leave them alive. You don't actually have to focus on them. So yeah, I do end up helping out a bit, because the faster these are gone, the better, because our guys will just absolutely steamroll everything else. Mostly. So as you can see, I do really hate these because they move in different directions and you can't predict where they go, so it's not fun, like, at all. And plus, since they're really small, it's hard to hit them. So next I deal with all the turrets because our guys just for some reason won't attack them. Then it's pretty much just, yeah, island wiping. So yeah, by here I should have finished the level, but because of those spider drones, it's GG. So for some reason I can't actually see, I must have scrolled like off screen or something, and that messed with the where you see the splits. So I couldn't actually see how far I lost time, and yeah, you can clearly see I say there, are you fucking joking? But I was not a happy chappy, but I tried to power on through, because yeah, as I keep mentioning, I just want this over, dude. This is a pretty annoying level. Sometimes that turret I fired out has the hitbox issue, so the missiles will just pass right through it, so yeah. If that happens, it's rough, because the next level is pretty much you're guaranteed losing time. I have mentioned, I think, that you have to destroy all the turrets, because if there's no turrets on the field for next level, then your guys will stay with you, but if there's one turret, then as soon as that one's destroyed, your air support will leave. So, yeah. It's just because the air support is already spawned in, so and then primary target is to destroy the target. So if the turrets, so if there's no turret, then they're just like, well, what do we do now? And then they just stay there. So yeah. Of all things in this game, this is the most important part of the speedrun, making sure all the turrets are destroyed. This part right here is really scary because you have the tanks firing at you, and then you have the fighters launching their missiles at you, so you can lose precious jet fuel, or what, jet energy or whatever. But I think it's here that I just straight up go into demon mode, and I'm just like, you know what, I've got to play my absolute best. So yeah, I get a pretty respectable time of 2:43. Yeah, 2:42, what have you. Next up is, yeah, the level I was talking about earlier. You have to destroy all the towers, because if there's nothing there, then your fires will stay there. So yeah, it goes a lot quick. We just skip this because it's pretty much just efficient pathing for destroying all the enemies. You have to come over and destroy these little guys at the edge of the map, though they don't count towards level ending because they'll keep the map red. So yeah, you have to destroy them. If there's a better path, then I'll eventually find it, but not now. Just let me take a break. So all of our guys are currently destroying all the tanks on the left, so we can come here and destroy them so that when we go over there, half the tanks should be destroyed anyway, so we can just do a little bit of cleanup. So it is a bit slow because the map takes a while to turn blue. And as soon as it does, it ends the mission. Yeah, I did gain a bit of hope, but it long died with crushing blow. Okay, so a bus every 15 seconds. We'll just skip to about here. So let it play. So I'm doing that because the fighters that spawn from the Fenrir will fire at you and they hurt like hell. So you can just turn into jet mode, walk mode, and then keep alternating so that they don't fire at you, but they still come after you, but they just don't fire. And you can use that to destroy the lander in a quick and efficient manner. Okay, so this is why it is called a bust every 15 seconds. Oh yeah, called the rescue attempt incoming missile. Obviously, the entire level was just straight up incoming missile. So, a bus every 15 seconds. So, when this dialogue finishes, imagine that there's a bus that comes to pick you up at a station. This bus will leave exactly every 15 seconds, no more, no less, and there's only two opportunities that it gets to try and leave the station with you in the bus. So when that level plays, there's only about 15 seconds for you to destroy everything that you need to end the level. And if you don't and miss that 15-second window, you have to wait for the next 15 seconds so that the level ends. So I'm trying to speed blitz everything. And yeah, if that dialogue plays, then you know you've missed your opportunity. So yeah, you sort of have to wait like another 15 or so seconds for the bus to pick you up, so to speak. I was a little bit worried because I thought that this was why I was not getting the mission to end, but as you can see, it literally did not matter. Is waiting not the most funnest thing in the world? Then here it's pretty much just a 40-second level, nothing too much to talk about, and now the final boss. So it seems like that the torpedo class is the best one because yeah, this boss's hitboxes are fucked. Sometimes they can turn on and turn off at will. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, I think it's distance based though, so still kind of working it out, but for some reason it will still be on even if you're like miles away. So yeah, it's pretty much just destroying these for at least a minute. But yeah, these next ones that spawn, their hitboxes are always on, so you can go for your life with flux missiles and what have you, so you can just take them down without any worry that any attack's going to pass right through them. Sometimes they will, but it's like 0.1% chance. Just don't fire at their main body, rather just keep firing at the head. then you should be able to do this like within the minute 55. I'll be generous. And now, yeah, I'm pretty much just fighting for my life. Okay, so with the main boss, its main beam will pretty much insta-kill you, like if you're in jet mode, because it will ignore your energy levels and just deplete you. I think the same is true for if you're on the ground as well. Even if it doesn't ignore it, it will like shred your energy. So the cycle for the boss, it's fires for 3 seconds and then cools down for 5 seconds, alternating between a left and right pattern. So yeah, if you're able to internally count the cooldown, then it will help you like immensely. You could actually see a little bit of red right there, like a little, like maybe 50 milliseconds or whatever, but there was a flash of red. That meant that the boss was finishing his firing sequence, so I could have flown here, but I was very scared to move. So he'll be firing now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those fires are pretty much the bane of my existence. They will hit you with their missiles and cause your energy levels to deplete, so that's why sometimes it takes really long. I don't bother dodging, honestly, there's just no point. I mean, you can if you want to, but you have to make sure that you're under the right coolants, whatever, because sometimes there's some spots that have a little barrier, so it can protect you from the beam, and some don't have that, so yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much just trying my best to speed it up. Then yeah, we just head to the last one and we pretty much finish that level. So right now I think it's 10 seconds till the actual dialogue plays. So it's sort of fixed. So yeah, I'm calculating the time that's taking, so it is 6 seconds? 6 or 7 seconds? So yeah, finish. Yeah. And I say some garbage, like, yeah, the early game was bad, and yeah, Crushing Blow is what it is, and RNG in late game is always annoying. But yeah, overall it's a pretty good speedrun. There's obviously time to be gained still, but yeah, this one broke me. I'm surprised I didn't lose another keyboard, but yeah, that was pretty much just my commentary speedrun for this. So if there's anything else you'd like to know about that I didn't explain, I'll definitely get to that. So yeah, enjoy.